I think most competitors feel it's an improvement.
Dorota Zagorska and Marianne Siudek, longtime Polish champions known for their towering lifts. This team in second place after the short program.
A team that has been on the scene for many years, weathering a few storms in the pair skating world, always at the top of the ranks because of their incredible lifts. They start with their hardest element, the side-by-side triple toes. And successfully. Side-by-side spins, great unison, good speed, identical positions. But here's where they really shine. Their comfort and excellence in lifting is some of the best lifts in the world. Soft and gentle triple twist. Despite the amazing lifts, however, where they get dinged is in two other aspects. The choreography is generally unimaginative, and they often skate it very robotically.
I think what's most enticing about their lifts, the ease with especially Marius and his strength. Looks like he doesn't even break a sweat doing them.
Well, that's a tribute to Dorota as well, because it's only with the perfect position at the top of the lift that the man is then allowed to do his job well.
Dorota Zagorska, Marianne Siudek, Polish pairs champions. Always upping the ante with that first mark and the technical mark where they have seen their stock tumble is in that second mark, and maybe they need a visit to Tatiana Tarasova or a Sandra Bezic or a Lori Nickel or something to come up with a vehicle that might be able to help them with their presentation and artistry. We'll have their marks when we come back.
Dorota Zagorska and Marianne Siudek. Side-by-side triple toes in their program. Quite good. The next element, however, the throw, kind of got Dorota completely off balance, and it took a while to recover, but still the lifts of this outstanding pair are phenomenal. The grace and ease with which they go from one position to the next, seemingly with ease.
The range of
Marks 5-3 to 5-5. Probably around the same range, maybe lower for presentation. 5-4 to 5-6. Here's Katie Winkler and Renee Lohse from Germany with this rather funky interplanetary free dance.
They always come up with some wonderfully original ideas. Art Scott Nicky is their coach. Another team that has been riddled with injury for the last couple of years. Wonderful skating, but more reminiscent of pair skating. A lot of hand-to-hand holds as opposed to being in dance position.
Very important competition for the German team. Need to finish pretty much in second place in order to make it to the Grand Prix final.
straight line footwork section, corner to corner, full use of the ice required.
Well, you got to give it to them for creativity, for sure. Definitely different. Katie Winkler, Renee Lohse of Germany. Marks in a moment.
They had some fascinating choreography. They are sparkling as entertainers.
Well, their
Beautiful.
costumes sparkle.
That's for sure. And although there were some wonderful dancing moments in the program, I found an awful lot of hand-to-hand skating. Some wonderfully original lifts and movements featuring Katie's wonderful flexibility.
They've kind of been pioneers in Germany, a country not known for ice dance over the years, and this team has been long-standing champions. Technical merit marks pretty strong, presentation strong. Winkler and Lohse currently in first place, but keep in mind the Israeli team and the Russians, so they'll have to watch and wait. Chait and Sergei Sakhnovsky, and maybe they have been feeling a little bit of the heat this season from the controversy in Nagano, where they ascended to the podium amidst a flurry of allegations and innuendo. They were the world bronze medalists, however. And they need to beat the German team in order to make it to the Grand Prix final.
I think over the months since the Nagano World Championships, I really think that the dancing community has done a lot of studying and soul searching about results, about where they want the sport to head, and also about who the most talented participants are. Love this section, circular footwork. I also love the way the team works in partnership. They seem to have some kind of subconscious sense about where the other person is on the ice. superbly trained. Galit and Sergei spend as much energy at the end of the program as at the very first.
Yeah, I sometimes think they could do an 8-minute free dance. A lot left in the tank. Hey, there's Nancy Kerrigan back there. A big event, final event of the Grand Prix circuit. Will they make it to the final?
There are a whole bunch of teams in there. Our own Dubuc and Lausanne figuring into the mix too. They're all sort of trading, depending on the event, trading medals back and forth.
Marie-France and Patrice watching with interest this event. And Chait and Sakhnovsky have been placed behind the German team. So this Israeli team, as good as they were in Nagano, have been doing a lot of looking up. We begin with Canadian Marianne Dubuc. As you saw on that previous board, 8th place after the short program. Here are some highlights from her free skate.
What a lovely package. Beautifully designed dress. Nicely cut, well-fitting. Very neat hair. Starting with a good Lutz toe combination. A lot of thought going into that triple flip.
Native of Princeville, Quebec, 19-year-old, former Canadian junior champion. One of the skaters to watch down the road.
A real team player.
You've heard of bobblehead dolls. They have the Buttle head dolls. Jeff Buttle doll in Nagano at the Worlds when he finished 8th.
Even his mom and dad are recognized on the street if they come to an event.
2 years ago, no one knew him. Now everybody who follows skating in Japan knows the name Jeffrey Buttle. He's had success here and would like to use some of that magic he had last year right now.
The game plan for Jeffrey, understanding that the quad is so important. He and his coach, Lee Barkel, have decided to include it in every event, in every program. The problem is, in hindsight, he has not been landing them. So when you have a short program without a quad, and often it's a fall, it's a huge deduction. And then Jeff has to struggle in the free to come back.
Knows he does need the quad, though, to compete with the best in the world. Working on it, still has not landed it. Did very well last year without the quadruple jump. But the strategy this year, incorporate it. If you miss it, get back up. Try to finish the program.
Lee feels this is a year where Jeff can relax a little bit. I don't know that I agree with that. I think anytime you step out there, you've got to be certain of what your elements are. Great to have the game plan, great to include the quad. But if you're not landing it, two things happen. You take a huge hit from the judges, and secondly, your skater's confidence becomes jangled. Love the field moves. As far as I'm concerned, they make up for any quad.
So you're saying you would have, at the beginning of the year, left it on the practice ice?
I would have put it in the free. I don't think I would have put it in the short. Too risky. Too big a loss. Of course, any decision is easy in hindsight, isn't it?
Good triple axel.
Oh, yeah. Jeff has beautiful feet, and by that I mean the stretch and angle of the body is complete, right down to and shooting out the end of his toenails. It's line. Two tries at the triple loop. Free program this year, a much more mature bit of expression, more balletic, but I'm missing some of the whimsy we saw from last year.
Fighting back. Japanese fans also fell in love with his spinning ability. He's a great spinner. Floats over the ice. Couple of glitches, though, for Jeff Buttle. Not the NHK like he had last year.